There's been a number of questions regarding how do you write all of the stuff for questions 1 through 10. How are you supposed to enter those? Right. So in something like this, you need to figure out which of the restriction kind of patterns this fits. Okay. So when we took our notes, I gave you 5 different patterns. Okay. This one fits in the pattern of a rational expression. In a rational expression, the denominator can never equal 0. You cannot have division by 0. That would be undefined. So to find our domain restriction, we take any factors that are in the denominator, set it equal to 0, and those are going to be our restricted values. So I'm just going to change this to a not equal to. And so if I solve this by adding 3 to both sides and then divide by 4, I get my restriction x is not equal to 3/4. Okay, so when I write my answer, so it's asking you to identify the domain. There's 2 different ways you can write this. You can write it in inequality form. If you write it in inequality form, you're basically saying the domain is all real numbers except for 3/4. Okay, and so in order to enter this online, it would be just capital R, comma, x, equal/equal will represent not equal to 3/4, the fraction 3/4. You can also represent it using interval notation. If you're using interval notation, what you're going to do is you'll set up your interval. Everything except for 3/4 extends from -infinity all the way to that value 3/4. It doesn't include 3/4, so a parentheses. And then it extends from 3/4, again without including it, all the way to positive infinity. And anytime you have multiple intervals in a solution set, you unite them with a capital U for union of sets. And so once again, if you are entering this online, you represent infinity as INF. So you get parentheses around -infinity to 3/4, U, 3/4 to infinity INF, and that would be the 2 possible ways that you could enter your answer for number 5.